Every morning I'd stop by the same porch. Never because I knew the man, never because the coffee was good. It was the chair, old oak, one short leg, paint disappearing, one season at a time. It leaned just enough to remind you that comfort and balance were never the same thing. The old man would nod, I'd nod back sometimes. That was the entire conversation. The chair never complained. It simply remembered the shape of everyone who needed to rest. One summer, the old man stopped showing up. The coffee pot stayed cold, the porch kept waiting. People walked by a little faster, like silence might ask them to stay a while. But every afternoon that chair kept facing the road, as if habit could outlive a heartbeat. Sit a while. You don't have to explain yourself, would never ask where you've been. It only asks if you're tired. I finally sat there for the first time. The chair groaned like an old friend, trying to remember a familiar laugh. There were scratches on the armrest, tiny marks, one for every season, I suppose, or maybe one for every story. The old man never finished. The breeze turned the screen door into a slow metronome. Nobody spoke, nobody needed to. Sometimes a place does the talking for everyone. Funny thing, people think houses keep memories. They're wrong. Furniture does. The notes bend without hurry. They search instead of arriving. Each phrase breathes, each silence matters. Sit a while, leave your worries on the porch. Tomorrow will find you soon enough. The road isn't going anywhere, neither is the chair that learned my name. the sun ever made up its mind. Miss Eleanor never needed a clock. She trusted the sound of the first truck rolling past more than any pair of hands pointing at numbers. Every morning she placed the same white cup on the corner of the counter. Never drank from it, never washed it, never moved it. Most folks thought she'd forgotten. Old age gets blamed for many things it never did. One morning I asked her why. She smiled without showing a single tooth. Look inside. There wasn't any coffee, only a folded piece of paper. The note said, "Don't hurry home. Some days the long road knows more than the short one. If someone needs your chair, give it to them. If someone needs your silence, don't interrupt it. And if the birds start singing before you're ready, listen anyway." No signature, no date, just those words I looked up. Miss Eleanor was already serving another customer, like she'd never written a thing. Some lessons don't belong on blackboards. Some lessons wait inside an empty cup. Take a sip of something that can't be poured. Curled grease from busy mornings left little fingerprints around the edges. Nobody noticed, or maybe everybody noticed and simply understood. Some things don't belong inside conversations. Then one winter morning, the cup was gone. So was Miss Eleanor, the young waiter, cleared the counter, wiped away the coffee ring, started fresh. But I caught him before he threw away that old note. I folded it once more, slipped it inside my jacket. Not because I needed instructions, because I knew one day someone else might. Paper grows fragile. Kindness doesn't. Each bend lingers like a memory that refuses to become just another story. If you ever find an empty cup, look twice. Some people leave coffee, others leave directions. And if you're lucky, you'll spend the rest of your life following both. mailbox at the edge of Miller's farm. Old thing, crooked post, green paint, long surrendered to the weather. Funny part is, it doesn't face the road, it faces the house, always did. Folks laughed the first time they noticed. Said old Mr. Miller must have planted it backwards. He'd tip his hat, smile a little, never explain. Every morning he'd walk from the porch to the mailbox, open it, stand there for a minute, close it again. Empty every single day. One afternoon I finally asked. He looked across the fields, not at me. The road already knows who's coming. I want the house to know someone is returning. Didn't say another word, didn't have to. Some answers are too complete to survive another sentence. The wind kept moving through the corn like it had heard that line 1,000 times. Turn your heart toward home, not the highway, not the noise. The world will always find your address, the people inside it. That's who you should face. Years later, the farm was sold. New owners, fresh fence, fresh paint, brand new truck. They turned the mailbox toward the road. Perfect angle, perfect height, perfect mistake, because nobody walked to it anymore. They checked it from the driver's seat. Bills came faster, packages too. But somehow the porch looked lonelier. I don't know why. Maybe houses can tell which direction love is looking. Progress has a habit of arriving with polished boots. It rarely asks what it's stepping on. Each phrase leans forward, then gently pulls back, like someone thinking twice before saying goodbye. If you build a place to receive, don't forget to build one that welcomes the return. Because letters carry words, but footsteps carry people. And that's a delivery worth waiting for. Mrs. Bell lived at the end of Willow Street. People remembered her flowers. I remembered her window. Every house on that road opened outward except hers. Her window opened in. Children asked why, adults answered without knowing. Old houses are just like that. No, they're not. Every Saturday she'd unlock it, pull it gently, told herself, sit beside it with a sewing basket and wave at whoever happened to pass. She never called anyone over, never needed to. Some invitations don't use words. Afternoon, I helped her carry groceries inside. I couldn't help myself. I asked, why does your window open this way? She smiled without looking up from the apples she was drying. Because I spent too many years pushing people away. She paused. Now everything I keep should come closer first. That sentence stayed with me longer than the rain. Pull it closer, don't shut it tight. Some light arrives gently, some people too. Leave enough room for both. Came, the flowers disappeared, the birds found warmer places. The street grew quieter still. Every afternoon that window opened, even when nobody walked by. Even when the wind was the only visitor. Then one spring, the curtains never moved. The window stayed closed, neighbors left pies, children left drawings. Someone hung a little wind chime beside the frame. Years have passed, the house belongs to someone else now. They replaced the roof, the porch, the fence, but not the window. It still opens inward. Wood remembers the hands that trusted it. Sometimes people do too. The melody doesn't hurry. Every bend feels like an old conversation returning home. If life gives you another morning, open something toward yourself. A window, a heart, a conversation. You'd be surprised how many things have been waiting outside for permission to come in. Everybody knew why Mr. Collins kept a heavy wool coat hanging by the front door. All through July, the heat could bend nails, dogs searched for shade. The road looked soft enough to leave footprints, still there it was. Dark brown, thick collar, one button missing, never touched. Children asked, visitors laughed, even the mailman once joked, planning for a snowstorm. Mr. Collins just smiled. Not every answer belongs to the person asking. One evening, the power failed, the whole town fell quiet. No radios, no televisions, no porch lights, just crickets doing their best to fill the silence. Mr. Collins walked outside, took the coat from the hook, didn't wear it, folded it carefully across the porch swing, sat beside it like someone making room for another guest. I walked over, didn't ask about the coat, instead I asked, "Who are you waiting for?" He looked at the empty sleeve. "My brother." I stayed quiet. He passed 32 summers ago. But every July I remember how cold he always got after sunset. Love forgets the calendar. It counts different seasons. Some people leave this world, they just don't leave their place on the porch. From then on, every July, I noticed little things. A second cup on his table, 2 fishing poles leaning against the shed, an extra biscuit left cooling on the windowsill. None of it made sense. Every bit of it made perfect sense. Grief for strange manners, it doesn't ask us to stop living, only to keep a seat available. Memory doesn't always need photographs. Sometimes it borrows ordinary objects. The notes drift like warm evening air, never rushing, never demanding, only remembering. If you ever see a winter cold waiting through summer, don't laugh, some promises ignore the weather. Some reunions only happen inside the heart, and that's enough to keep an old porch feeling full. Feeling full. standing beside the door at Mr. Avery's barber shop. Black handle, curved like an old question mark. Fabric so clean it still smelled like the store. 20 years, people said. 20 years in the same corner. Never opened, never borrowed, never forgotten. Children would spin it when nobody looked. Old men would point at it between haircuts. One day he'll use that thing. Mr. Avery always smiled. Maybe that was enough. Was famous for sudden storms. Rain could appear without asking permission. Still, he'd stand outside every afternoon, letting himself get soaked. Hat dripping, shirt clinging to his shoulders, watching water run along the empty street. Then he'd walk back in, shake his boots, hang his jacket, and leave the umbrella untouched. One autumn I finally asked, why buy something you never use? He looked at the umbrella, then at me. I bought it for my wife. Silence. She said, yellow flowers look happier after the rain. He smiled. She loves storms. Some gifts aren't meant to solve the weather. They're meant to remember who danced inside it. She'd been gone almost 15 years. Still, every spring he polished that old umbrella, straightened its handle, checked its little brass tip. Not because it needed care, because love sometimes survives through maintenance. The young folks called it strange, the older ones never did. Age teaches you that not everything worth keeping is useful. Objects don't miss people. People teach them how. Each note falls slowly like rain, choosing its own destination. If you find an umbrella that never met the rain, don't assume it failed its purpose. Some things protect memories, not shoulders, and maybe that's the only shelter that truly lasts. Mr. Harper owned one pair of denim overalls. Winter, spring, harvest, Sunday mornings, same overalls. His daughter once bought him a brand new pair. Better stitching, better fabric, more pockets. He thanked her kindly, folded them neatly, placed them inside a cedar chest. Never wore them, people call it stubbornness. They were wrong. One afternoon I watched him slide his hand into the little chest pocket above his heart. He smiled, nodded me at whatever his fingers had just remembered. After he passed, his grandson helped clean the old farmhouse. Inside that pocket they found a peach pit, smooth, dry, no bigger than a thumb, wrapped carefully inside a faded cloth. Nobody understood until his sister laughed. When Mama was 16, they shared the first peach right under the mill bridge. She looked at the pit, he said, summer was too important to throw away. The room felt wonderfully quiet. Some people keep photographs, some keep rings, some carry an entire season inside one pocket. The peach tree had disappeared years before the bridge was rebuilt. The river changed its course. The children who once climbed those branches now leaned on canes. Even the wind sounded older, but somehow that little pit still knew exactly what July had tasted like. Maybe memory doesn't live inside the mind. Maybe it hides where hands go searching without thinking. Time changes fruit into stories. Love keeps the seed. Circles gently, never repeating exactly, like remembering the same afternoon a little differently each year. If your pockets ever feel heavy, look inside. It might not be the weight of today. It could be one perfect afternoon that refused to grow old. The church at Cedar Hollow hadn't held a Sunday service in years. Its white paint had surrendered to the seasons. The front steps leaned a little. The windows had learned to keep secrets. But every evening, just after sundown, the bell rang once, never twice. Nobody ever saw who pulled the rope. Children invented stories, travelers slowed their wagons. Old folks simply nodded as though some mysteries had earned the right to remain employed. One autumn evening I waited, hidden behind the sycamore tree. The sun slipped away, the crickets took over, the wind held its breath. Then the bell, one clear note, not loud, just enough to remind the valley it was still listening. An old woman stepped quietly from behind the chapel. She untied the rope, ran her fingers along the bell. Didn't pray, didn't speak, just smiled as she walked away. I asked why every night. She looked back, so nobody forgets that tomorrow is still coming. Ring once, not for sorrow, not for glory, just to remind the quiet places they're still alive. After she was gone, the bell fell silent for nearly a whole year. The valley noticed, not because of the sound, because of the silence it left behind. Then one evening without warning it rang again, one note clear as ever. No one hurried to investigate. Some things don't need solving, they need continuing. A young boy walked away from the church that evening with a length of old rope coiled around his shoulder. Nobody stopped him, nobody smiled, nobody had to. Traditions aren't inherited, they're adopted. One ordinary evening at a time. Each note hangs like the fading ring of a bell disappearing, only after the next one has already begun. If your town has one small thing worth remembering, be the one who keeps it alive. Not because someone asked, because someday someone else will hear it and think hope has a sound. Inside Murphy's grocery, next to the old register, sat a little bowl full of matchbooks, free to take. Nobody counted, nobody cared, except Mr. Murphy. Every Saturday just before closing, he'd pick up one worn matchbook, turn it over, count the empty spaces, smile to himself and put it back, always the same one. One rainy afternoon I asked, why not throw it away? He rubbed his thumb across its faded cover. It still remembers. That wasn't much of an answer, at least not yet. Years before, the grocery had stayed open through the worst winter the county had ever seen. The power failed, the roads vanished beneath snow, families gathered inside the store, warming soup over a cast iron stove. Every night someone struck another match, one flame for the lantern, one flame for the kettle, one flame to light a child's candle when the dark felt too large. 13 matches, 13 nights, the last one. Welcome spring. A little flame can't change the weather. Sometimes it changes the people waiting through it. With the years, new supermarket out by the highway, automatic doors, bright lights, self-checkout, everything faster still. Every Saturday someone would notice that old matchbook resting beside the register. Nobody took it, nobody needed to. It had already spent every fire it ever owned. Job was remembering the warmth. Not every story survives because it's written. Some survive because someone refuses to replace the evidence. The melody burns slowly, each bend glowing a little longer before fading, like the last ember in an old stove. If you ever find something empty, look again. It may have already given away everything that made it beautiful, and somehow still have enough left to light another heart. was a key hanging from a nail inside Mr. Dawson's barn. Small brass, its edges worn smooth by years of being touched, not used, touched. Visitors asked what had opened. He always answered the same way: nothing anymore. Then it smiled like the story had only just begun. The barn held old wagons, broken ladders, empty feed sacks, and the smell of cedar, older than memory. Still, that key was the first thing everyone noticed. Repairing a fence together, the sun was slipping behind the hills. I asked again, if it opens nothing, why keep it? He rested his hammer, looked across the pasture. My father carried this key every day for 40 years. Silence. When he passed, I couldn't remember the sound of his voice anymore. He lifted the little brass key, but I remember the sound it made when he dropped it on the kitchen table. He let it fall into his palm. One soft click, I kept the sound. Not every key was made for a lock. Some open rooms inside us that never had doors. Years later, the barn finally came down. The wood became firewood, the roof became sky, the pasture grew wider. People said nothing remained. They were wrong. On the wall of the new workshop, a single nail, one brass key, same place, different building. The grandchildren asked the same question: what does it open? Mr. Dawson was gone. His son picked it up, let it fall into his hand. One soft click, then he smiled, exactly the same smile. Inheritance isn't always land. Sometimes it's the way a sound finds its next listener. Gently lingers, then returns to the opening phrase, as though completing a circle rather than ending a song. If you ever find an old key with no door left to open, don't throw it away. Listen, some memories aren't waiting to be unlocked. They're waiting to be heard. And sometimes one quiet click is enough to bring an entire lifetime back home.